Hi-ho 420 MSP. It's another round of Harry on the Ferry. And the irony is it's a Wednesday, which means I'm headed into a cannabis entity in downtown Seattle to go work at my desk down there for the day. So we have a lot of positive momentum. And part of that momentum is Jim Roddy from the RSPA is back with us. So Jim, thanks for playing a round of Harry on the Ferry. How are you today?
I am tremendous. I don't have anything fun to say like that, and nothing really rhymes with gym. I guess unless I went to the gymnasium, I could be Jim at the gym. But right now it's just Jim at my desk.
Hey, shout out to your new book in the background, The Walk On Method, folks. Pop over to your favorite reseller and look for that with Jim Roddy. But Jim, what I really want to talk about is recently we had the first cannabis community meetup at your trade association, the RSPA. I'm going to let you do most of the talking. How'd it go?
Sure. Well, we were really happy with the initial response to it when we put out to our members in just a couple emails and some social media. We got over 75 of our members who said, I'm interested in it. But you know, Harry, like when you're holding some sort of a meetup or a gathering, how many people are actually going to show up? But we had 60 individuals participated in that phone call. And so we were very happy with that. And then also what happened afterwards, we've had a lot of folks reaching out to us and saying, can you introduce me to that person? I heard somebody mention this company on the phone. Can you make that connection for me? So it wasn't just an academic exercise, right? It wasn't just folks saying, well, this seems interesting. They're all actually looking to move forward. So really felt like we had a lot of good momentum that happened in that meeting and then also coming out of it. And just for sort of folks who understand, so the RSPA is the Retail Solutions Providers Association.
Yep.
So we're the largest collection of VARs, ISVs, vendors, and distributors in North America that play in retail, hospitality, and grocery. And under the retail vertical is cannabis. And so we have a lot of folks in the point of sale world. And it was very interesting to hear their perspective. And you were on the phone, Harry, bringing a lot of the MSP perspective. We have other folks who are, really broad based with it. And so we talked a lot about how MSPs and POS resellers are working together and really can work together and really trying to bridge that gap that we see in the market between the grow and the manufacturer and then the dispensaries. There's not a lot of point of sale expertise in there right now, but we have a lot of members, VARs and ISVs, who are ready to sink their teeth into it.
Yeah, yeah. And what was interesting after we kind of did, a round of introductions, a kickoff meeting, and you spoke towards the mission of the community. I believe that's a monthly meeting, if I'm correct.
That's right.
But the way you keyed in this first meeting on partner to partner, and on the surface that makes sense. The MSP partners with the point of sale reseller. But Jim, what's interesting is later that day, I'm on a committee at the IAMCP, so a trade group of the International Association of Microsoft Certified Partners or Channel Partners. So that's the Microsoft partners, and that's how we're represented. And I'm on a committee right now for the next 8 weeks. We meet every Wednesday, coming up with a stronger to partner matchmaking engine and star rating and profiling and that kind of thing. So I just want to acknowledge that you're right on target with the mega trend, right, of partner to partner, which I built my career on that. I'm a specialist, and so I have to go deal with other specialists, especially like the tax accountant, right? I don't want to be a tax accountant.
Right, right.
So the other thing that's interesting, Jim, and maybe we'll pick it up when we visit next, is the November 5th election. So, try this on, or 3rd. Well, boy, that was
Yeah, I was going to say that you're going to get dinged by all the social media by putting out bad information, trying to steer people away. No, November 3rd is the election in the United States.
Yeah, thank you for the safety. But amongst all the examples about the states with initiatives to go legal, I'm going to shout out to one in particular because I'd like to talk about it with you next time, and that is New Jersey. So one of our longtime members of SMB Nation and MSP, and he still has his MSP practice on the side. A lot of these state senators, they keep their existing business, right? Like the Alaska fishing business, but they're a state senator, that kind of thing. And so he still carries the bag. but he's also 6 years in as an elected official, and he is one of the lead people who designed that initiative and that ballot and all that motion. And so we had a great interview with him. And here's the point: public data is suggesting just over 60% approval rate in New Jersey. He shared in our interview that he has a sense it's closer to 70%. And Jim, the way this impacts you and me, and we're going to talk about it, is if New Jersey pops, it sounds like it will. We got about an 18-month runway before your people are going to start putting in POSs, right? It takes a little while to ramp, and before my people can do the cybersecurity, the compliance, the this, the that, and the other. So, folks, now the time is now.
Right. Well, the time is now to start building those partnerships because, as you know, Harry, from your experience in this industry, and we've done roundtable discussions in the RSPA about what makes partnerships work, where do they go wrong, and the biggest thing is to have a culture fit. Right. And so that doesn't happen in a half-hour Zoom call or by checking out their website. That's really getting to know them. And I can tell you, so we have some software developers who are now looking into joining the RSPA, and they're saying, you know what I need are folks with point of sale expertise in certain regions. Do you have any of those? And we're like, yeah, we actually have hundreds of those. And so it's not like you only have one to choose from in New Jersey, right? You're going to have a ton of folks with POX experience who are in New Jersey. Plus, you're going to have all the surrounding area or people who say, yeah, I do business even though I'm located in Florida, right? Like I can do a lot, remotely, or I have, a
Yeah,
person there who can do the installation. So now is a time for, I would say, those folks who are looking to partner with point of sale resellers to start reaching out and figuring out who is going to be the right culture fit. And then from a reseller standpoint, there's a whole lot of vendors that have to check with. I mean, Harry, you were on the call. It was funny when a reseller asked, hey, who has a good channel as a software developer in the space? And we're like, well, I don't know if anybody really has a channel built out from a cannabis ISV standpoint. And they said, well, then who are the cannabis ISVs? It was like, well, you've got so and so and so and so and so. Like it was
yeah,
this really long list. We're like, we got to cut it off there. And almost I thought as a reseller, I couldn't research all those people, like certainly in a week. And so, like you said, now is the time to start and really do that measuring and finding out who are you going to go to market with. And you don't want
yeah,
to wait 17 months in order to do that. Start forging those relationships now,
yeah,
make a plan so you're ready and you can be, jump right in as opposed to everyone else is going to be scrambling many
yeah,
months from now.
yeah. It's gonna be big. To round that out, Montana is looking affirmative, and Arizona is looking affirmative. Take us out with a little elevated view of the Fastberry into Seattle. Okay, Jim, have a great day.